What can I do? If I'm completely honest, I dread these words from my children. I shouldn't, but I do. What can I do? Usually comes when my toolbox is open, there are tools scattered across the floor, and there's water leaking out of the dishwasher, or a shelf has collapsed. Usually something is broken and I'm trying to fix it. And I'm normally already annoyed at the broken thing, and it's made worse by the fact that I've probably hit myself with a hammer, or trapped my finger somewhere, or stabbed myself with a screwdriver. You can always tell when I've been doing jobs around the house because it results in a plaster or two. And then one of my children says, "What can I do?" And I love my children and I love doing things with them, but sometimes their help simply makes it all more difficult and take longer. I know that they will only do it wrong, and that's going to make my life harder. On the flip side of that, sometimes I have little jobs that I know that need doing, and so I'll plan in ways that they can help, where they can learn to use tools and we can have fun working together. And normally when I'm all ready, I'll say to them, "Do you want to help?" And they almost always say no. What can I do? At these times, what my children really want is to help me. And both those things matter. They want to help and they want me. They want to work with me to achieve something. And I feel bad whenever I have to send them away. How sad it is to tell them that they cannot help, that they can't learn to fix things, that they can't work with Daddy, that they can't do something to help make things better. I know that I need to take the time to encourage them more and probably be more patient with them when they are working with me. There is a theme in the Gospel of John where the religious leaders, those who believe that they have moral and spiritual authority over Jesus and all God's people, where these men are constantly telling others, including Jesus, how and where they are allowed to help. More than that, Jesus gets in trouble for helping in the wrong way at the wrong time. Our passage today from the start of John 5 tells us, because Jesus was doing these things, in this case healing people, on the Sabbath, the Jewish leaders began to persecute him. It's amazing how we as humans like to control things. We make our boxes for how things should be and how things should go, and even something as simple as helping someone has to be done in the right way. When someone comes in looking to do something wonderful that doesn't quite fit with the way we like to do things, we'd rather turn them away. It's our way or not at all. Jesus' response to the Jewish leaders was that he is doing the work of God, and essentially that the work of God doesn't abide by their rules. The rule to love and to care for others, the law of God, is more important than their Sabbath laws. Maybe it would help me to think a little more like this. Jesus, later on, he'll take a step back and say all the law can be summed up by loving God and loving your neighbour. And maybe we too need to look more often at the bigger picture. What's more important, that the dishwasher gets fixed quickly, or that I teach my children how to use tools, that I spend time working alongside them? I've sort of rambled my way through this today, but I think what I'm trying to say is that maybe we could all do with spending a little more time thinking about that big picture, about what is most important, not least the call to love, rather than getting so caught up in the details that we forget to do the loving at all. Tomorrow we'll be reading together the second part of John 5 from verses 30 to 47.